All right, so we're going to take a little bit of time this Friday morning to talk to Mrs. Howard now about ICU and kind of get her take on it. So here we go. So if you had something to say to the kids, directly first, we're talking to the kids, what is something you could say that would enhance their opportunity to succeed in the ICU room?
Well, first off, I want to say that ICU is not a punishment for not turning an assignment in. I look at it as an opportunity to get your assignment completed. So I think if you have that perspective and that approach, that will really help. And know that I am here, and Miss Green, who helps me out in fifth and sixth period, is also here. We're here to help you guys. So we want you to succeed. We want you to be able to get these done and understand what's happening. So please come to us with the mindset that I want to get work done. I want to get this completed. I want to understand what this assignment is about. And we are here to help you, and we'll get you through that the best way we can.
Okay, that's a great note for the kids. Now let's talk about what would you say to the teachers? Because I'm sure some days you get flooded with ICUs, and others days you may have just one or two ICUs. What is something you could tell the teachers to enhance the ICU experience?
Well, what I would say is just if you can, the more information that I have about the assignment, the better I can help these kids, and then they're not running up to you, they're not trying to trying to find the assignment. So if I have the assignments, and if there's something specific you want done on the assignment, to just kind of let me know. Send me an email or put it on a note with the assignment. That's really helpful, because then we have an idea of what's going on. I do want to say that I really appreciate the fact that I do get a lot of assignments from most of the teachers, and that is extremely helpful. And most teachers are willing to work over their lunch hour if they need to help these students, and that is also extremely helpful, because there are some subjects that I just don't know about or I'm not sure. So the teachers have been great. Just keep the information coming and just have a two-way conversation if there's information that needs to be shared.
Okay, and then I guess the last question would be if you could have one thing or maybe two things that you would like to see maybe change or any modifications for both student or teacher, things that we can do to help you specifically in this room over those couple of hours.
Yeah, the hardest thing is when I've got a ton of kids on ICU and my room is packed. I mean, I can fit about 30 in here. So if I've got more than that on ICU, it becomes really challenging, and the kids don't get the one-on-one that they need. So I guess, I do end up cutting sometimes, but just keeping the numbers workable. Right now, there are times where it's not. So when there's times when the numbers are workable, it's great, because the kids can get that one-on-one. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're putting things on ICU, and students, keep that in mind when you come in here. If there's a lot of students, we'll just do our best to get to you. But the numbers are the biggest problem, just having too many kids in the room with just one or two teachers. So.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Mrs. Howard.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
Hey, a big thank you out to Mrs. Howard for explaining ICU and kind of the way that we can all use it together, both as students and as teachers. Let's continue to use this great program as a way to help students get those grades where you guys want them. Okay? All right. Let's go into the weekend. Have a great weekend.